There's something to be said about bringing an entire community together that's focused on one thing, in this case entrepreneurship and startup businesses. I mean, we're in Toronto, but I understand that New York was having a startup weekend, Boston, cities throughout Europe and Asia were all having simultaneous startup weekends. You think you can understand what it's like to own the responsibility for creating a business, but you can't until you actually put yourself in the entrepreneur's shoes. Startup weekend is basically take your idea and turn it into action. Everyone can pitch an idea. The ideas get voted on, and the top 20 ideas get to form a team. And then at the end of the weekend, you pitch to a panel of judges who have either venture background, startup background, who assess the merits of your business and your team. And you walk away with from the weekend, at very worst, having a great experience, at very best, having an operating business going in 36 hours. A couple of things that I think we should throw out on the table now is, first of all, it's like the principles of this weekend. Like, do we want to come up with the most kick-ass app and kick-ass business? Do we want to just have a great experience working together? Do we just want to have a lot of fun? If we have a viable business model at the end of the weekend, that's gravy in my mind, but I just love to execute something, see it happen, see it come to life. The Ice Cream Truck Finder app was a very simple app. It was designed to do exactly what it says, help you find ice cream trucks. It was premised on the idea that I didn't really want to walk to the nearest ice cream store, and I'm like, I wonder if there's an ice cream truck nearby. And then I realized that there was no way for me to find that out, and that's where the idea came from.
Hey guys, my name is Ronan and I fucking love ice cream. And what I love more than ice cream is ice cream truck ice cream. And would you believe that the one thing I can't find when I want ice cream truck ice cream is an ice cream truck? So I want to start a service called Ice Cream Truck Finder, which is a really simple idea. It's just a mapping service where you can find all the ice cream trucks near you. So I'm looking for just about anybody who is willing to take this idea seriously and help me out with it. Thanks.
When I first left my job, I thought it was going to be a smooth, easy ride all the way to the top. It's a whirlwind, that's for sure. Entrepreneurship is surely a whirlwind like no other. It comes with the highest highs and lowest lows. That being said, when you hit those moments in time when things start going right and it seems like it's going to happen, there's no higher high that I've ever felt.
It's amazing what startups can do now. Things have changed. 2 or 3 guys with like a few hundred or $1,000 can go out there and build a product that can then turn out a $1 billion company. I'm a bit older than the traditional, than your traditional entrepreneur. So when I grew up, it definitely wasn't like that at all. Like, it's no way, like you would, it was not normal to think like, oh, you can build a startup and with very little money, with very little people, and big, build something really big out of it. And also, like, looking around, it's like there's so many success stories. You're like, crap, I want to be like these guys. And these guys are killing it. Why aren't I doing that? But I'm the kind of guy that it's all or nothing, right? I've kind of said it many times. It's either I make it really well, very rich, not just money, but like make it, or I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna be broke my whole life.
My idea today is called Resume Graphics, and Resume Graphics is a website for job seekers who want to have a kick-ass resume and get that dream job. So what does it do? You plug in your LinkedIn account and it automatically creates an awesome-looking visual resume infographic like the one I have here on my t-shirt. I'm looking for designers and web developers. Again, it's Resume Graphics, and this is the website that will get you your next dream job. Thank you.
I mean, doing a startup, for the first time, I didn't know jack. And then I did make all the traditional mistakes that a first-time entrepreneur makes. I wasted my time and failed in that sense. Those experiences have helped me, kind of shape me to where I am right now.
I think everyone has ideas. I think everyone, to some degree, more or less, is an innovator. But an entrepreneur is a person who takes that idea and acts upon it and tries to execute upon it.
After lunch, we'll come back to it. Okay. Good. Do you want to talk? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So I guess I'm going to go.
So, as I said, we're thinking about, we want to build an application, so this is a web-based thing that would tell people where ice cream trucks are, so they can get to their ice cream easier. Do you have a smartphone? Do you use a phone? You've got a cell phone. What kind of phone do you have?
Is it like an iPhone? Is this
Okay, so
very simple phone?
Very simple phone. All right. Would you consider getting like a fancy phone like this if it was going to improve sales?
This one is very hard for me dear. I won't fight with people.
You're not okay.
I don't say my age, but I'm not so young.
Okay. So you think these phones are too complicated?
I have to go to university to learn how to use this phone.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Do you use the internet?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
Okay.
The customer validation didn't prove to be as strong as we had hoped, and that the assumption that we could easily use GPS to track ice cream trucks proved completely invalid.
The ice cream idea is gone. It's gone. So it's really this is all the stuff that we didn't do. So it's just sticky notes is all we lost, right? And some estimation time. That's it.
We were left with the challenge of trying to figure out how do you put ice cream trucks on a map if you don't have GPS to track them. And one of the ideas that was put forward is that you could spot them. So anytime someone spots an ice cream truck, they can say, open up the app and say, I just spotted an ice cream truck. As we were having the conversation of whether people would actually choose to spot ice cream trucks or not, someone said, well, if we're going to do a spotting app, are there other things that people would be more interested in spotting than ice cream trucks? Ice cream truck finder actually shifted from an ice cream truck spotter to kind of like a Foursquare for stuff. In sports, when you have one foot planted and you start rotating, that's a pivot, and that's exactly what you do in the entrepreneurial approach as well.
Basically, we only have like Saturday to build it because Friday night was just wasted because you start at 9 and you just form the team. It's like midnight by the time you get together. And Saturday, we worked the whole of Saturday. And Sunday, like by the afternoon, you had to be ready. So the morning, you kind of needed to be ready. So we basically did most of our work in one day.
Goes a little something like this.
Yeah, well, exactly. So you click on this, and it would go to the tweet details page, which I haven't done yet. Or you click tweet, it would go to the tweet details point, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Or there would be like maybe a photograph icon,
Like this one. It actually works. On the iPhone. Yeah. You guys that's awesome. It actually works. It actually works. Of course it works. I know, right? I never doubted it for a second.
So when we put the landing page up, after, I don't know, an hour or two, we saw that the signups were growing a lot.
You guys, we pushed it to a bunch of blogs last night. So we're on, I think, 7 or 8 blogs, and we're approaching 1,000 email addresses and 10,000 views on that launch page.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow.
So I was like, holy crap, people really like this stuff. I wonder why. I was really shocked. And it was just a landing page with one line. It was just, it was a line that says visualize your resume. It just had the promise there. It's very mysterious. I think that kind of worked too. I worked on products that you couldn't pay someone to use it, or you couldn't pay someone to tweet about it. And we had this product where people were tweeting, about joining this website that really was just a landing page. It definitely helps morale, man. Like when you're building something and it's working, it definitely helps morale. When it came time to prepare for the pitch, I was certainly very nervous because it gotten traction. The product works. Everything was in our favor. And I'm not a natural presenter. I kind of hate presenting. And it was just up to me. If I screw it up, basically, then I would let the team down.
fucking hate ice cream. Actually, I don't hate ice cream. I really love ice cream, but what this weekend taught me was that it's a lot harder to build a mobile company that helps you geolocate ice cream trucks nearby. This is what Delirious became. It's really all about like providing a birdwatching tool for the Gen Y generation to find cool stuff and share it with their friends. So here are our mock-ups of what the app would look like. We have a landing page, and I encourage you to go out and sign up to deliriousapp.com. So if you want to find things like ice cream trucks, you can.
Guys, on deck we have Visualize Me.
The drive that I have to succeed, right, to build something different, that's just something, I don't know, it's like something innate. Like I kind of want to do something different. I can't explain it. I just want to, I guess everybody wants to be different, right? Maybe that's the way, like everybody wants to be different, everybody wants to do something different. And I want to do something different. It's always been something inside me, like bugging me. I've always thought that I could do a lot better than working on a 9-to-5 desk job and doing the same old thing every day, and that's what drives me.
So we Visualize Me, and the problem we're trying to solve is that we're in an age of data overload, and resumes are really boring and they're really long. No one even looks at them anymore. So the problem we're trying to solve is that, right? What do people do? Job seekers want to differentiate themselves. They pay resume coaches $500 to optimize their resumes. They pay designers to come up with custom resumes, right? So that's a pretty bad alternative. So what's our solution? Our solution is Visualize Me. Visualize your resume in one click. Visualize Me is basically a website that will take in your LinkedIn profile and automatically create an incredible looking infographic from it. You log in using your LinkedIn credentials, and it pulls your LinkedIn data, and then using our super magic sauce, we create a beautiful looking infographic. So we want to replace the resume. We think the resume is a dying format. So in the future, don't be surprised if you have to go to Visualize Me to look at someone's profile. Thank you.
I just wanted to express my gratitude because it's been awesome working with all of you, and it's been awesome like just going through this process, and we've made friends and hopefully a team, and everything will be great going forward, and everybody here did a great job, and like I'm happy to call you friends and business partners and all that kind of stuff, and I hope you guys feel the same way. So
I think an entrepreneur is half a foolhardy idiot, and the other half is someone who's sort of kind of risk-taking, kind of crazy, and as well.
So now the last one, which does get a significant set of prizes. We've got our winners, which are Visualize Me.
If you look at the statistics, most startups fail, most entrepreneurs fail. Your chances of success, both income-wise, career-wise, it's much better if you just go get a job. And your stress level is lower, you probably, have a normal life and have, family and, have a big house with a yard and all that. Whereas an entrepreneur, on the other hand, like you don't have all that stuff. So I think, yeah, entrepreneur certainly has to have, certainly in some senses is part that, and the other part is just, they just want to change the world. They're kind of crazy and they don't care what people say. I call my wife. I tell I won. So yeah, I've been home for like 3 days, so.